Everything all over the
We're going to call the meeting to order. First item is invocation. Father Balmer is not here. We're going to have Ryan Judy lead us. Okay, working.
there, pass. I don't know. Is that one of them? That's the one that's in here.
Our Father in heaven, we come before thee now. We're so grateful for this day. We're grateful for this chance we have to meet as a community. We're grateful for this time of year and for the spirit of giving that we see everywhere. We're grateful for those that serve us in a municipal capacity and for the many hours that are spent on behalf of the citizens here. We pray that will bless us this meeting, that we can have a good discussion on the items before us, that will bless those that are here with health and strength, and bless those that are in need at this time of year, that they will have their needs met. We pray for these blessings in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
And Ryan, you want to lead us in a pledge also?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think so. Okay, next item is the roll call. Diane?
Mayor Skoog,
Present.
Vice Mayor Nye,
I am here.
Councilmember Anderson,
Here.
Councilmember Grossman,
I'm here.
Councilmember Mallory is absent this evening, Councilmember Rooney,
Here.
Councilmember Whiting.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you, Diane. Okay, scheduled announcements and presentations. I've been told that the chamber will not be here, but we do have the Prescott Valley Economic Development Foundation. Mike, you are up.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, good evening. Mike Paredes, Prescott Valley Economic Development Foundation. I just want to take a couple minutes of your time today and show you. I know my assistant had sent you the video that I promised you last year, but I wanted to formally present it today at council and get your feedback, and hopefully you're as proud of the video as I am. And I think it turned out very well. So, if it's okay with you, may I put the video on? It's okay.
Go for it.
Can you see it?
Not yet. She's working on it, Mike.
The desktop is up. It's ready.
Welcome to Prescott Valley, an economic giant in the heart of beautiful Yavapai County, Arizona. We are building the future with ample room to grow, offering manufacturing opportunities with build-to-suit land, access to distribution, and a homegrown, well-educated labor force. Our 45,000 residents live and play in Prescott Valley's mix of residences, including multifamily, master plan communities, and golf course estates. In our downtime, we enjoy Prescott Valley's many amenities such as championship golf clubs, picture-perfect parks and lakes, sports and recreational facilities, public swimming pools and water parks. The entertainment district features a cinema, restaurants, mini golf, and more. Not to mention, Prescott Valley offers miles of hiking and bike trail riding. Our schools are advanced ed accredited, and our graduates are ready for the future. 4 higher education institutions offer degrees in engineering, manufacturing, automotive, aerospace, and more. With a strong sense of civic pride and focus on public art, we're diverse, hosting concerts, events, and trade shows from all over the country in our 6,000-seat state-of-the-art event center, which is home to the NBA Development League's Northern Arizona Suns. Prescott Valley has a large medical campus and nearly 1.2 million square feet of retail space added over the last decade with continuous growth. There is transportation access to markets at the nearby intersection of Interstate 17 and State Highway 69, with manufacturing and aerospace, printing, and machining, along with warehousing and distribution facilities. The Prescott Valley Economic Development Foundation welcomes you to your new home in prosperous Prescott Valley.
Mike,
Yes, ma'am.
before you start, I want to tell you that, as many people know, I spend a lot of time in meetings in Flagstaff. Somebody was bragging to me about our video, and they were not from Prescott Valley.
Fantastic.
So I wanted to share that with you, and just stand tall. It's a great job.
Fantastic. Well, this is all of yours, and this is everybody who lives and works and plays in our beautiful city, and this will be used for promotion and economic development of what we do at our office. Also, I've allowed Ben at the town as well to get some, because we own the actual footage now. So I've allowed him to use some of the footage that we did not use on the retail side. So I believe internally they're going to try and do something for the retail development as well. So, did you like it, Mr. Mayor?
Go for it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, good. Beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
I especially like that they got it when it was green.
Yeah, well, it was. I could have had this done many months ago, but I was waiting for that August time frame, and it was perfect.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I said a lot of prayers for rain, so I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it worked very well, and we worked with an awesome drone company, and the narrative was worked within a few weeks, and I'm going to try and do some other videos as we go along
Might
year
talk
after
a
year.
little closer to the microphone.
I'm sorry. And so we're very proud of it, and I'm glad you are too. And with the applause, I think the community liked it as well. So, yeah. So, appreciate it. I just wanted to present it to you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Anyone
you.
have any comments, questions? Jody?
I just really like it too, Mike. And in fact, I was like sending it out to people. Hey, have you checked this out? It was well done. I like what I saw, and for the future, the impact. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Again, it's the effort was to keep it under 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, if you see the stats, you tend to lose individuals. So we kept it at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which was perfect. And again, it tells a local story within under 3 minutes.
Marty?
Yeah, when Tracy first got it onto the web page and everything, I definitely shared it several times. So, I mean, it hits all the points that somebody will be asking about. If I had to make any one critique, there was no mention of how good our schools are, but that's okay. You know, they'll figure that out and how good our schools are by asking. But it hit all the high points. The graphics on the video are awesome, and now that they've seen it, I'm sure they're going to ask for one so that when they finish their work, they could look at it and critique it and whatever. So, but thank you. It was a great job.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and it's on our YouTube channel as well, so it's hitting certain markets and certain site consultants internationally. We've gotten some likes and some feedback actually through email saying that they really enjoyed it.
Rick?
You did a great job, Mike.
Thank you, Mr.
really
Anderson.
shows the
Thank you.
town
Appreciate
in
it.
a good light, and it was well worth the wait.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's nice
Mike,
and green. Thank you.
comment?
No, I really enjoyed it, and I think it'll play a part in a lot of things that we do because it is short enough, and I think it tells a story. And I'm proud for sure to be a resident of Prescott Valley.
Thank you very much.
And look forward to all the great responses we have. So
Yeah.
put it everywhere you can.
Yeah, no, definitely, and you as well. This is everybody. So this was for us, and we all get to use it. So appreciate it.
Laura, any other comments?
I think it's appropriate to say we appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you.
Here's a
Thank you, Vice Mayor.
product of your character and your talent, and I just want to acknowledge that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. when I was hired 3 years ago, I promised you a lot of hard work and smart work. So as we move on, we look forward to the next 3, huh? Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You keep it
Council,
up,
thank
Mike.
you.
Good job.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Have a good evening.
Okay. Next, certificates. Certificate of Appreciation to Clint Teller for 5 years of service. Clint, can we meet you up here?
Tell you're well loved, Clint.
Laura, do you have any comments?
No, but I do.
I'm sorry, Laura. Diane?
Go for it, Diane.
Thank you. Okay. Clinton and his wife Ashley are both employees with our great town of Prescott Valley. They were married shortly after Clinton started his employment with the town and have been happily married for 4.5 years now. A few years after they married, there was a new addition to the family. Now a 2-year-old little Colton is their pride and joy. We are here to celebrate Clinton's 5 years of service to the town. Clinton was born in North Dakota, and at the age of 1, his family moved to the state of Arizona. Clinton attended school in Maricopa, where he graduated high school. After high school, Clinton received a scholarship to attend college as a part of a rodeo team at Howard College in Texas, where he competed in team roping, a sport he still loves and competes in. Wow. After receiving his associate's degree from college, Clinton worked a variety of construction jobs before he started employment with the town. Clinton initially started off as a streets laborer. After working with some of our senior staff, it didn't take him long to figure out, or us to figure out, that Clinton had a natural ability to operate large equipment. He was eager and willing to learn new skills and had the ability to learn those and apply those new skills to the field operations in a very timely manner. Clinton continued to grow his skills as an operator, welder, and truck driver, and after working 2 years as a laborer, and with the restructuring of the streets department, a new position became available for a senior maintenance tech. Clinton applied for the position and was selected as our new senior maintenance technician. According to our HR department, and this is a quote, he was our new shining star. In his first, and a brilliant star at that. In his first year as senior maintenance tech, Clinton obtained his work zone traffic control and level 1 traffic signal tech certification through IMSA, and in the last 2 years has obtained a level 2 traffic signal certification with IMSA, earned a work zone traffic control supervisor cert with LTAP, and has successfully completed the Town of Prescott LEAD program. It's an academy program. While in his new position, Clinton has been assigned as a lead on many team and special projects, such as pre-chip patching program, shoulder backing program, solar field drainage program, the Fain Lake program, and the Summit Trail project, just to name a few. Clinton's primary responsibilities are to run field operations as a lead on team projects, complete viable solutions in our request for service program, assist in the maintenance and repair of our 21 traffic signals, act as a lead operator on our larger, more challenging drainage and roadway projects, and to act as supervisor in my absence. Not mine. I'm assuming Greg? Better be Greg. In closing, I would like to say Clinton has exceeded my expectations on almost every task he has been assigned to. He comes to work every day with a positive can-do attitude, has established many positive working relationships, has assisted in increasing productivity in the pre-chip patching program, try to say that 3 times, and has earned the trust and respect of his co-workers and supervisor. He continues to be a key factor in the operations and overall success of the Public Works Streets Department team. Wow, congratulations, Clinton. You do a lot.
Greg, did you write that with Clint's help? Pardon me? Did you write that with Clint's help?
No, that's all me.
Oh, you, huh? Laura, any
Shy guy.
Well, I told Clinton when I first came down, I was sad I didn't have a red sweater on so I could compare it with his embarrassment, his blush. But we heard why you are here to celebrate him and support him. And I think it's okay to say we as a council have some favorite departments that we love come up before us. Are they here, guys? Yeah. I want to ask you, I'd like a commitment for 20 more years. All right. And while you're all here, I want to thank you for the beauty that you created on the campus. I'm so lucky because I've been around so long and a lot of people know me. And they tell me, who designed it? Who did you hire to do that? And I get to tell them all about you and you. But this is about you, Clinton. I think we need to hear from him.
Let's see what Jody says first.
Well, Mayor, I'm pretty excited that Clint's part of our team, and clearly we have an awesome public works team. So, Clint, I don't know what, you've been learning from them or you've been teaching them, but just keep it up.
Anybody else got any comment?
Yeah, I wanted to congratulate Clinton. I like Clint better. And I do appreciate seeing all the crew here. It's just amazing that Alex is so, not as outgoing as his crew. So they make up for that. And we love it. So we're nice to see them. And congratulations, Clint. 5 years is just the beginning. We hope to see you here for many more years.
Thank you, Mike. Rick?
Well, it is a shame that you couldn't get any of your coworkers to show up tonight. But I understand they're a little shy, so that happens. But thank you for everything you've done for us, and we look forward to having you around for a good long time. Thank you.
Marty?
Yeah, anytime someone from the Public Works Department comes up before us, they always bring their own cheering gallery, which is commendable. Based on what Diane read to us and your accomplishments so far, you've set the bar pretty high for yourself. I mean, you've done all that in 5 years. So when you come back here for 10, 15, and 20, it's going to be impressive to see what comes from you and your leadership with your coworkers here. So keep up the good work, and thank you for your commitment to us. And we'll see you here again, I'm sure. Thank you.
Anything to say in your defense, Clint?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank my crew for all their hard work. I'd also like to thank my supervisor, Greg Bryan, Alex, and Norm for their support and guidance and giving me this opportunity. And then I'd also like to thank council and you, Mayor, for letting all this happen and letting us do what we do.
We've still got 18 minutes, Clint.
Okay, that's it.
Hey, we do appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Laura has a little award to present.
We are proud to give you the 5-year award. We want you to wear it with pride, and we want you to remember how much effort you put forth to receive that. And it's justly earned. Never lose sight of that.
We have a certificate of appreciation presented to Clint Taylor in appreciation for 5 years of dedicated service to the town of Prescott Valley, November 13, 2012 through November 13, 2017. Congratulations. Thank you for a good job. Okay, comments, communications council. Anyone have any comments? Jody, go ahead.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I have communication I want to put out here for our citizens. We have a lot of new citizens that are moving to our town, and I want them to know about the 40th anniversary of the town of Prescott Valley, which will happen in 2018. We are going to be doing activities all throughout the year, but the first big kickoff is on New Year's Eve, and that will be at the PV Event Center, Prescott Valley Event Center. We will be having ice skating, fire pits. We'll be roasting marshmallows. There'll be s'mores, cocoa with the cops. There'll be a big bonfire. And, of course, emergency vehicles there, displays for the kids. This is, short of the ice skating, a free event for our families. It is a non-alcoholic event, so it is an opportunity to bring your families out in an environment that you can choose. So make sure and come on out to the New Year's Eve Bash in the town of Prescott Valley. Thank you.
Good. Anyone else? If there be no other comments, we'll move on to the consent agenda. And in this comment? Oh, I'm sorry. Come on up.
My name is Glenn Brower, and I volunteered for the Valley of Lights with Gloria through the chamber. And I want to tell you, my wife and I stood there, and 895 cars went through that at that time that evening. We didn't even have time to get our hot chocolate or any nourishment. But let me tell you, a few of the people that came through here from Flagstaff, from all over New Mexico, and especially, I don't know if anybody's been to Branson, Missouri at Christmas time. Here's the comment. You have surpassed Branson, Missouri as far as what you did in this valley. And I just want to thank you. And I meant to talk to Gloria. I know they were on the agenda, but they didn't show up. But I kept missing Gloria to tell her what a great job she was doing. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Glenn. Thank you. Okay, if there's no other, then we'll move on to consent agenda. And Laura will read that tonight for us.
All right. All matters listed under consent agenda are considered routine by the town council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately for discussion and possible action. A is approving the December 7, 2017 council minutes. B, authorizing the mayor to sign ADOH contract 306-18, accepting $275,000 home and HDF funds from the Arizona Department of Housing. Approving the agreement with Atkins North America, Inc. for professional services for conceptual flooding solutions. Approving the cost-sharing agreement with Yavapai County for aerial imagery services. Accounts payable. F is monthly financial report. G, council investment report. H is department reports.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions or comments on it? Want to do it as a whole? Anyone want to make a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd be happy to make a motion to approve all items listed on the consent agenda.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Okay, with a motion and a second, would you set the vote, Diane?
That's unanimously passed, Mayor.
Thank you. We'll go on to number 9A, consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign resolution number 2028, adopting and approving final development plans, FDP, for Pronghorn Ranch, unit number 18. Richard?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Council, if Diane could switch to the computer, I can show you visuals, but I'll go pretty quickly. This is a fuzzy rendition of the location of the final development plan for Unit 18. That gets better. And you're considering a subdivision plat, final development plan for Unit 18. This illustrates 133 lots on approximately 40 acres of note or circumstance to this plat, there are a series of tracts that are impacted by floodplain. As the council's aware, floodplain lots are not permitted to be platted within the town of Prescott Valley. There is a process through the Army Corps of Engineers resulting in a letter of map revision. The subdivider has pursued that, is underway, and at some point in time you'll see additional lots being configured within those areas. These 133 lots, again, are intended to be replatted to be able to achieve the groundwater allocation for this property, and staff recommends approval. This did go to the Planning and Zoning Commission in a rendition that showed all 150 plus lots, including those that were impacted by floodplain, and they forwarded a recommendation to you for approval. Ben Snyder and a representative from Dorn Homes are both in the audience this evening if you care to take their comment. With that, I'd conclude and respond to any questions you may have.
Questions, anyone, or comments? Are you're the two gentlemen from Pronghorn. You got any comments?
They're good.
Okay. Marty?
If there's any other comments, I'll make a motion.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Motion to authorize the mayor or in his absence the vice mayor to sign resolution number 2028 adopting and approving a final development plan FDP 17-008 for Pronghorn Ranch Unit 18 by electronic vote.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Would you set the vote, Diane?
Vice Mayor Nye?
Yes.
That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you, Diane. We're going to B, consideration of reading ordinance number 838 by title only as an emergency measure, then place the same on final passage, authorizing an exchange of described parcels between the town and John Carlisle for Viewpoint Drive at Long Look intersection improvements, CIP number S168. Norman, you got any comments?
I do, Mayor. Council, I'd like to give you a little background on why this particular land exchange is very advantageous not only to the residents of Prescott Valley, but also an individual owner. I think Council may recall, if you look at the exhibit that I've got displayed up front, is back basically in the spring of 13, the Long Look intersection widening took place, realigned some of the intersection. Well, at the time, we had to negotiate with a property owner. That one key property you see there in purple there is privately owned at this particular time. Well, it's really the gateway to the particular El Camino Real corridor we've planned for 15, 20 years, and it's Viewpoint Drive now. We have a long-term plan to plan this corridor. Well, we finished that project, and then in spring of 2015, we had a local engineering company, Line Engineering, did a 30% plan of that particular corridor. That Council may recall, we've seen this before. As we continue to build that Viewpoint corridor, the existing two-lane road will ultimately be a 2 lanes in each way, center meeting with trees and a multi-use path. Well, when we were able to have that foresight of that plan and framework, this particular corridor, you can see a lot of lots have been obtained in the past. The blue you see delineated there that's going to be floodplain rechannelization. So we've got a plan for the whole corridor, basically all the way from Long Look out to the interchange at 89A, and we're in particular state of design and or construction throughout the whole corridor. Well, with this particular planning in place, you can see that particular lot was very advantageous to the public as we continue public improvements for the roadway, multi-use path, and even storm drain. And then when it came up for sale here, we noticed that, wow, there's a lot that the town owns, that you see depicted there, that is really not needed for the particular roadway improvements. We proposed to the property owner, you just want to swap properties? And he says, yeah, I'm fine with that. So very win-win deal for both parties. So as the RCA determines that Arizona revised statutes allow a land exchange as long as they're at equal value to be exchanged and change of ownership. So as I point out, as we continue to build this corridor out, it's a 2-lane road now, but you can see the lots the town has acquired in the past 15, 20 years. And as we move forward with those improvements, as we gain funding, as we continue to grow, if the mobility needs are there, we've got that corridor already planned, and we've got the right-of-way now as we continue to plan things out. So that's what you have before a lot swap, so to speak, of land that's more valuable to the town and residents for future roadway widening, and the owner was happy with the particular lot there for his individual interests. They're both vacant lots currently. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Questions, anyone? Should be easy. You give them $10, they give you $10, and we get it made.
And we do the old swap, I guess.
$10.
With a little more paperwork.
Comment?
No, it's been a while since I heard the $10 swap, but Norm, this is an efficient way to do business. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments, motions, demotions, commotions, promotions?
Mr.
Mike?
Mayor, I'd be happy to make a motion
Okay.
to read the ordinance number 838 by title only as emergency measures, then place the same on final passage, authorizing an exchange of described parcels between the town and John Carlisle.
Second,
Second
anyone?
that motion.
Okay, the motion and a second. We set the vote.
Councilmember Rooney? Thank you. That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, with that, then I would ask you, Diane, to read ordinance number 838 by title only as an emergency measure.
Ordinance number 838, an ordinance of the Mayor and Common Council of the Town of Prescott Valley, a municipal corporation of Arizona, authorizing the exchange per Arizona Revised Statutes, Section 9-04-070A, of a parcel of real property owned by the town for parcels owned by John Carlisle needed for improvements to Viewpoint Drive, and declaring this ordinance to be an emergency measure pursuant to Arizona Revised Statute Section 19-142B and Section 2-05-060 of the Prescott Valley Town Code.
Thank you, Diane. With that, I ask, shall the ordinance pass? You want to set the vote, Diane?
One moment, please, Mayor. That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you, Diane. We'll go on to C, consideration of approving warranty deeds for Granville subdivision parcels 103-02-765T and 103-02-765U for town roadway purposes. Norm, are you going to cover that one too?
Those guys are looking like they're pretty comfortable over there, Mayor.
They look too comfortable.
If Larry were here, he'd probably tell you that these are two pieces that should have been passed on to the town some time ago as part of a subdivision process, and they just got overlooked. And so the folks at Granville said, you know what, we better just deed these over to you and make sure you got them, because there are roads built on them now. Okay, and so good. it's a fix. What do we call it? Housekeeping. Thank you. Yeah. Especially at the end of the year, we tend to do a little housekeeping just to keep things spick and span.
Well, Larry not being here, Ryan has to say it.
Ditto what Ivan said.
Ditto, huh? Good. Okay. Any other questions, comments, motions, emotions? Marty?
I'll make the motion if there are no other comments. Motion to approve acceptance of the warranty deeds for Granville subdivision parcels 103-02-765T and 103-02-765U for town roadway use.
Second, anyone?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Would you set the vote?
That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you, Dan. Now we go to the consent agenda, and I'm going to see if Marty will read that. I'm sorry, comments from the public, yes.
Consideration and discussion of general unscheduled comments from the public. Those wishing to address the council need not request permission in advance. Any such remarks shall be addressed to the council as a whole and not to any member thereof. Such remarks shall be limited to 5 minutes unless additional time is granted by the mayor. At the conclusion of the unscheduled comments, individual members of the council may respond to the item addressed at the discretion of the mayor, or they may ask the town manager to review the matter or ask that the matter be placed on a future agenda.
Thank you. Any comments? Glenn, come on up. We're welcome.
Glenn Brower. I have to apologize, Mr. Mayor and the council. The agenda that I looked at didn't have anything on the back. Maybe my comments at item number 7 were inappropriate. Should have been in item 10. That's all I have to say, but I got a blank second page.
I think your comments were appropriate. Anyway, we sure appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, no other comments? We have one more item that I know everybody hates, and that's we need a motion to adjourn, if you want to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made, second, anyone?
I'll second the motion.
And second. Would you set the vote, Diane?
That passes unanimously, Mayor.
That passes. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming.